We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Happy to be on hand. I'm Brandon Gaunt with Charles Davis. And before we kick, partner, your keys to the game, please.
Well, my keys are on the defensive side of the ball for both teams. And the big one, making sure you avoid giving up.
Man, I just try to match up with what people got, man.
Test it all game long. Their job, keep the ball in front of them, tackle people, make them run extra
You said what?
in order to try and score.
And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing.
I got some Lions.
So this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
I've been playing for about 30 years.
Right away, they'll change the look.
19 light. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They just get the play off. Now Brissett. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold of that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past.
Jones goes diving, and he's got it. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another. That's going to set up first and goal.
To throw, Brissett. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. From 10 yards out. And the Cowboys march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. Extra point forthcoming.
Just trying stuff.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Yeah.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The inaugural carry for Darren McFadden. He stiff arms him, and he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd down and 4. McFadden again. And he powers his way up past the 30. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Let's go out right here.
Play action. It's Fields. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling the back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra successful play.
And I think the ball's out. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
29 Broncos. Get it. 18 Raptors. 18. 60 Mavericks. 60 Mavericks. Go.
Brissett now. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Buffalo 18. Track 60. Ready.
Here's Brissett. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, 42 yards. And the Cowboys lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make the score 14-0. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. There's McFadden as they begin on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 26. 2nd and 7.
Going out right here. Here we go.
Running left. Here's McFadden. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, McFadden. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
First down, a run with McFadden. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Here we go.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
Here we go. Ready. 10.
Here's Fields. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest in first half. This is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
A carry for a Cowboy legend. How strange is this? It's Emmitt Smith. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down. Boy, it is hard for me to get adjusted to look down onto this field here in Dallas and see Emmitt Smith in another uniform.
I really don't know how you can make the connection work. I mean, how does that happen, right? You're so used to seeing that star on the side of his helmet, the number 22, the white jersey, and blue numerals. No, it's really, really difficult to watch.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, here's Emmitt. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to fourth down.
Forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their
Don't need to.
line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They have more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
They'll run for it. McFadden. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
19 tight. 19 tight. Bronco leading. Ready.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing, Brissett. This little short throw to Witten. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Looks right. He's got the first down and then some. Touchdown, Cowboys. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Down carry for Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. Back to the ground. Here, McFadden. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff, and the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And he's going to go. Darren McFadden. He may go. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren McFadden, 70 yards. And the Jets come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Thank you.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
In motion here is Witten. Brissett. This little short throw to Witten. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it's second down.
Trap 50, trap 50.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Brissett. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
79 Broncos.
In motion here is Witten. Now Brissett. This little short throw to Witten. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. Ready?
4th down, Brissett. This little short throw to Witten. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And oh, he sheds a tackle. That was going past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
60, pass the 60.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 6.
Come on. 60 Mavericks, 60 Mavericks. 18, Pioneer. Warriors, 17. Let go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And the move from Mike McCarthy is going to be to keep the offense on the field here on 4th down. They're going for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. Down here at a game that looks to have been decided already. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points, so while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They start the drive with McFadden. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. One play action. Fields. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly a must. It's 1st and 10. From the pistol, McFadden run. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Here's 2nd down. Running again and again, it's McFadden.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
This is caught inside the 15. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick.
The stadium's so ass.
Jets have recovered. Well, see.
That should not work on fucking squib kicks, onside kicks.
Travel west from Midtown Manhattan through the Lincoln Tunnel to the Jersey side. It's MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. What are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks and the passing game. And obviously, that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple of years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup. And I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Here's first and 10.
Here we go. Tonight.
They'll run. It's Darren McFadden. And he's going to be dropped behind the line. Terrific push defensively. They came out of the locker room ready to go.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
And he's going to be swallowed up again. Back-to-back runs, back-to-back losses. Now it is third down.
Here we go.
They get 18 on that one. And the Jets have a first down.
Over the last couple of years, Mike, we've seen the trend in the NFL is that third down has really become a passing down. But not here. Not for this team. They keep the ball on the ground. They're able to pick up a big gain. Fresh set of downs.
And a good hard run. He would not be denied. Surging forward to pick up 8. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They'll run it with McFadden. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third down.
First down and more. He's inside the 35. A terrific run there. All the way down to the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
Mini bases. Why not? Here we go.
He's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line.
Every team in the NFL wishes to come into each week's game and win the line of scrimmage battle. And in this case, I think it's pretty clear which side is winning. Great first drive, primarily all on the ground.
Here we go.
First down. Fields. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack.
And he will score. Touchdown, New York. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Here's Fields. That's going to be caught. So the aggressiveness pays off right away. And just like that, the lead is 8-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He fields holds it at the 8. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
First and
Buffalo
10.
18. Ready. Go, go.
We're set. Gonna open the pass. That's caught. Derrick Henry. Good gainer there. They'll get him out of bounds up past the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive.
Back 60.
A gain of 20 and a first down.
Here we go. Set. Come back team. Come. Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's going to be incomplete. And they'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
Seven Pirates. Seven
We'll
Pirates.
try again here. Second and 10.
19 Lions.
Operating from the gun is Brissett. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he is taken down. A big gain on that one. Great way for them to end this opening quarter. From the 39, here's a first
19
and 10.
tight. 19 tight. Ready. 10 for 11. 10 for 11. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready.
Keeping it in the air. Here's Brissett. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Touchdown, Houston. Point after. Coming up here. The kick is good. And the Texans are back within a point. It's 8-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
Get you! Don't jump, ready?
That's quickly out to Smith. And good yardage there after the catch. He'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down. Here's second and 3 to go.
Here we go.
And Marlon Humphrey is there, and he picks it off. And he is going to score a pick 6 for the touchdown. The pick 6 for the score. Greg, that is the one thing this offense did not want to see, and it really is demoralizing to see that happen in that spot.
Absolutely, Mike, and that's one of those cases where you just would like to see the quarterback say, all right, I'm going to live to play another day. Don't force that throw. Don't try to make a play that's not there, because not only do you turn the ball over, you give them an easy 6.
And on the other side, the defense, what a moment, uplifting for them. Big momentum build.
Yeah, and that's the way games are shaped in this league, Mike. I mean, you find yourself able to capitalize on a mistake by an offense. You get yourself an easy touchdown. All of a sudden, your sideline finds themselves completely rejuvenated.
Set to go now on first and 10.
Here we go.
Into the secondary at the 45. And he's going to be taken down the other side of the 50-yard line. Has some room inside the 30. He'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. He is just gashing the defense right now. 17 more yards with that one.
Hey, can. Here we go, side. Hey, 551. Side.
Fields now to throw on first down. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. That's exactly what they did.
Here we go.
Third and long.
551. 551. Side.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got it backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple of guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
The Jets will send out the field goal unit. This one from 41 yards out. That one is good. And the Jets will cut the lead from 6 down to 3.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. A pair of first downs gives them 1st and 10 up at the 40. Working out of the gun, here's Brissett. A throw left side there, not going to find the target. Incomplete. Malik Neighbors, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down. Now, it's Brissett. That's made right side. It's Johnson. And it'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. You can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And they'll finally eat this one. He'll go down and make right to the backfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses down. Not only do you lose that down, now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Drop 60, drop 60, 79 Broncos, 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. The Texans going to turn things over to their field goal unit. This a 57-yard attempt. Good snap. Good hold. Good kick. So at halftime, it's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we get you down to Florida, Orlando specifically, for the coaches, Jonathan Coachman, has our EA Sports halftime report. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. I think we're going to play a big role in who wins this one. Wow, they are hit now. That tight game. It takes a big shot there on that return. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now.
To throw is Brissett. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to beat him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, you dial up the right pressure at the right time. Like sometimes that's all it takes that incompletion, the timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target. Ball falls incomplete. He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
On the ready.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to third down
Here we go.
and 10.
18, pioneer. Warriors 70.
Throw it. We're set. They'll look middle here and get it to Neighbors. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
So what they're trying to do with this concept here, Mike, is they're trying to put players into the defense. There's somebody attacking deep, there's somebody attacking intermediate, and then in this case, they force the ball to be thrown to the underneath check down, and they're able to keep them short and force fourth down.
The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on fourth down.
Come 19. Come 19. Go.
They will indeed go as they look to throw. That is incomplete. They took a chance of throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs. So they come to the line for first down and 10. On the ground, it's McFadden. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Hey, Chip's clear. Out. Go.
A first down throw for Fields. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. Put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Here we go, son.
Go to the drop play here on second down. Howard, he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Greg, they take advantage of the good field position and move it downfield for the score.
When you take the field as an offense, there's a little added confidence boost, Mike, when you see yourself this close to the end zone. You get into the huddle, you're anxious to see what the next couple plays are. You're able to take advantage and end up punching it in.
Here we go, son. Test. Bunch right. Right.
Here's McFadden. And he is into the end zone. Conversion successful. And they grab a 2-point lead. Ready to go once more as the kick's away. Very short kick, taken past the 20. Wow, they are hit down. They're a tight game. It takes a big shot there on that return. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. First carry for one of the league's best workhorses, Derrick Henry. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, we're able to get something going on the ground here to start the third quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they got to be able to pattern read. They're not just going to drop that to the spot and play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. They had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On third down, here's a run by Henry. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got enough. They convert on third So, 3 quarters have come and gone. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. They'll come up here, first and 10. On the give, here's Henry. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Here is Brissett. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And you love to see this. You find yourself here in the fourth quarter. Your team is trailing. You're trying to do anything possible to see if you can create some sort of late spark. He goes big-time effort on the layout catch, and he's able to pull it in and see if he can be a little bit of a spark here late in this ballgame.
They'll run it on first down with Henry. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Here is 2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Brissett. Now he'll run. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Henry. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. Frankly, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front. We can see the results.
Now Henry. Not much room to speak of. He'll take this to the 11. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd. And they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. The motion man is Johnson. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Texans. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. 2 guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st down.
Here we go. Extend.
They'll drop to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back.
As the saying goes, Mike, you need your big-time players to make big-time plays, and the moment doesn't get bigger than this. Find yourself down. A touchdown gives you a chance to win this thing in regulation, and I think they got a shot.
Now 2nd and inches.
Here we go. Right.
They'll run. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
That's a heck of a a stop there defensively, Mike. Second and inches, you're thinking the first down is pretty much a formality, but not for this defense. They pack it in tight, they sell out on the run, and they're going to force this team to snap it again on third down.
Incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on fourth down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now or never, they'll throw on fourth down.
Get the fuck out of here. Lame ass shit. Oh, I need to get that center and get some AP back for my offense. Need his price to drop. Say 547, but I need like 60,000. So I need one season and I can get them. At least one good season. Try something different for that hard flat. I'm gonna try to do like a something to the end. I get like a China route. If I can find one, I'd be all right. I think I actually got one where I got that China route. Look at the playbook real quick. Doing okay with the draws. Makes people stop using that meta loop shit. But it's really all you're gonna see. You're gonna see that, or you're gonna see 4-3-6-1 hard flats quarters. So, like I said, I just need me a little China route coming in. So I'm gonna lab, look and see what I got. If there's a way I can like improvise something. Turn it into a zig, use it. Might use stick and nod concept. Stick and nod's got it. My trips wise slot might be my little go-to when they go 4-3-6-1, and it does have the mid draw. So, and I do have that in my audible. So, well, I have the option, but I need to put the draw as my go-to. You get the trap, counter. Not really any reasons to play for too much anything else. Trips wise slot reset. Start putting that draw in there. Instead of a cross screen, I'm just going to go with this regular slip screen. It's got the forward on it, and then like a base. I'll use that PA read if last year it used to stay, it didn't flip. It used to come out and run a whip under. They killing it, bro. You used to be able to take these fucking routes and just run them across. No issue.
Here we go.
See, look. They just automatically make it a zig route. I don't like that. Things like this, I wouldn't mind because you have a tight end or whatever and you're playing regs. See, that used to switch to a zig route when you motioned it over. It made a lot of changes. You'll see. This dig return does exactly what it does or whatever. Yeah, see. Last year, it did not do that, bro. You would have been able to keep that route, and that shit was money. So it prevent you from taking these China routes or creating China routes. I'll find one here in a sec, though. It's like the really only thing you got is the sticking up routes. Like the built-in sticking ups. Use this formation a lot. Got the RPO, which is good against the meta.
Here we go. Good. Right. Hey, stand. Go. Here we go. Here we go. Right. Here we go, son.
So the only thing I see that can counter the hard flat is stick and nod. I don't really see. I'm gonna have to make sure that I got the stick and nod route in my available routes.
Here we go, son.
See, last year that would have stayed going to the left if you motioned it. They're killing a lot of these motions. So you got the motion Y post. The motion fork is nice because you got that delay route. A lot of people don't talk about that. Like the RPO alert Omaha, if they play man. Dagger is always pretty good. I mean, it's pretty clutch versus people that try to play man as well. PA fork has potential. You don't see that concept a lot. Let's see. See, you got this, like a little spacing. You're gonna make that spacing better.
Don't mind.
We're gonna drag with it. figure it out.
Hey, never mind, Monday. Hey, Ken, said I?
I don't know, I'm gonna have to find something else like that. It's just like that play action animation that slows it down. And the other two receivers are point, except Hester. I can't really motion him without. For route to be effective, I need.
Test, watch right. Said I?
Dagger might be good versus zone.
Don't jump. Ready?
Let's see what we got. I got a read option that I don't fucking use. It's pretty much the same thing. It's like except one's an auto motion and the other one isn't. Test something here. Does it still stay? Okay, see that one, it stays. You get the separation on the whip, so that might actually be better than the wide post, because they're essentially the same thing other than the wheel motion. So it's like the motion flat and the post. So if I do it, I put the running back in a flat, and put the tight end in the wheel. Right, put him in a vert, and then motion him on a post. So I can essentially still have that concept, except just flip it with the motion on the post. Look a little kind of crazy, but I have to wait until. If you're running the wheel, I'm probably gonna have to hike it a little bit sooner or run the post with the running back. So it'll be flat post wheel. Ready to go with the double wheel maybe? Go with the wheel. Post. Flat. So he doesn't really run a wheel when you motion hike. He runs like a weird bird. So you'd have to let him at least get. Yeah, he runs a vertical. Let's see. Give him the wheel. Post. Vertical. Alright, so the wheels scratch. Let's see, used to be able to see if I put him on the wheel. Motion him, is he a stretch or does he run the wheel? No, he runs a vertical. Alright, so you cannot motion hike wheels. Here's what I can motion hike. Okay, so I could do a bang 8, motion it back, and then he'll just run like a deep fade. It could be useful if I'm trying to throw that crosser. I'm not sure if that.
Here we go, son.
Okay, I can run that with a drag.
Here we go. Hey, kid. Right.
Okay, I might start doing that, running with a drag.
Here we go.
One thing is you can't smart route that one. There's plenty of these I've been able to smart route. You can't smart route that one. Mm-hmm. Shot blades, you're gonna have to block too.
Right. Don't jump. Ready? Right.
I need you to do that more in games, Watt.
Here we go. Tonight.
I need you to show up in more games too, Smith.
Tonight. Go.
Spend all that on Pony for a defensive title, just run right over. It's like 71, 72, they hold their guy. I definitely need to replace my center. I feel like if I replace my center, a lot of things change.
Extend. No boss. Tonight. Here we go. Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight. Here we go, tonight.
What else can you do?
Alpha. Tonight. Here we go. Good.
Definitely need to get that center.
drive that. No, I'm driving. I swear to God, but I'm the most. Hey, I'm hold on. Hold on, I'm the most. Hold on, I'm the most. I got my license, I got my insurance. Get over. I got a. Don't suck his. The pay over there. Just go please in the. My baby cheese in the fucking parking lot. Oh my God.
Bruh. What the fuck? Everybody want to be a hero. Bro. Take a breather, fellas. Be back in a little bit, okay?